And we are back for another episode of NBA 2K14. You see that yesterday last episode as the Washington Wizards finished them off in overtime against the Detroit Pistons. This was the first playoff game we have of overtime in 2014 playoffs. They winning by 4 points, 121 to 117. Josh Smith getting 29 points, Brandon James 19 points, 13 assists, Greg Maron 15, Chauncey Billups 12, Rebecca 11, Hamilton got 10. Andre Drummond's got 6 points. KCP's got 7. The rest of Detroit. On the other hand, for the Washington Wizards, John Wall got 30 points, 16 assists. Bradley Beal got 24 points. Nene 16. Otto Porter 13. Trevor Ariza 12. And the rest of the Washington Wizards. And a huge upset win here for the Wizards as they take down the third seed in the East, the Detroit Pistons. They will win the series 4-1 and 5 games. So now you can see here the third team they punched the ticket to the second round matchup. We'll see the winner of the series between either Chicago or Atlanta. Where the series is tied 2-2. We are going to head in Game 5 here in United Center in Chicago. The series is tied 2-2 between the 7th seed Paul Millsap and Allo for the Atlanta Hawks. Take on the 2 seed Derrick Rose and Joakim Noah of the Chicago Bulls. With the series is tied 2-2 with the winner on, we'll go with a chance to take a 3-2 lead in the series. So that's it for now. For this game, Hawks will not going to use the red, so instead we're going to use the dark blue. And the Bulls are going to use the white jersey. So for now, we're going sending Kevin out and ready and preparing Game 5 here in the United Center in Windy City in Chicago. Here it is. Let's get started. Enjoy starts right now. Hawks and the Bulls. Let the game begins.
Thanks for tuning into the NBA here on 2K Sports. The first round of the NBA playoffs continue as we take you east. It's the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Chicago Bulls. I'll see you at halftime.
And this is what the playoffs are all about. It's 2-2, and we're in a crucial Game 5 of this first-round Eastern Conference match. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan here with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. We've got the Atlanta Hawks and the Chicago Bulls. A quick check now at the starting lineups for both teams. And as we take a look here at Derrick Rose, guys, what's your take?
Yeah, he's one of those guys that's special because he lives for the big moments. Fearless. I mean, he will take any big shot down the stretch. He wants the ball in his hands.
Steve, it has to be said here that he operates the pick and roll to perfection. I mean, he delights in running unwitting defenders or blindside picking guys so that he can end up rolling into a basket.
We'll look at Chicago with the series tied 2 games apiece. A chance here to retake the series lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
No, it's no secret, guys, that in this situation, the winner of Game 5 goes on to win the series. The vast majority of get away from it. You have to go out on the road and win Game 6 in hostile territory.
Yeah, must win in a Game 6 on the road. Not the position you want to be in. I agree, Steve. They like to handle business here with their fans in front of them in a more comfortable environment at home.
He dishes it to Millsap. Lots of room. Connects. The jumper drops.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. Typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
Rose goes in. Good. Rose has got his first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, beautiful drive there, going right around the bigger man.
On deep on Chicago. It's a 3-point game. They come off the loss on Friday.
It was not a very inspired performance for them, particularly defensively. I thought, they gave the hostile crowd a lot to cheer about, frankly.
Yeah, they allowed a lot of free runs to the hoop, a lot of open jumpers, and in the end, the opponent's shooting percentage was right through the roof, and you can't win when that's the case.
Here's Rose, following the basket by Al Horford. Outside Rose. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
That's finish brings me back to the old days, the silky smooth finger roll.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. The free throw drops for Rose. First quarter, just over a minute played. Let's send it over to Doris Burke, who caught up with head coach Mike Budenholzer. Doris?
I asked him what he said to his guys in the locker room, and he said, I told them the only way we can lose is if we beat ourselves. There's no way that if we play our game, there will be any other result. Certainly a lot of confidence in that pep talk, gentlemen.
Always great to hear from you, Doris.
But you can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
Leads him in there. Who's powered down after the assist, run into the lane.
Hang time on that one. Puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game. Displays his strength, Clark. Can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
Oh, boy. Whipped cream, cherry on top. It always comes back to dessert.
And that one's good by Noah.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stage. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range right at the rim.
And I would continue to do it. Force the defense to maybe send a double team. Now you've got other options to work with offensively.
Butler on top. Team covering. Rose attacking. Taken away by Williams. And now here comes Williams leading the break. Butler with the block. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. But they'll get another chance. Here's Noah. Another one falls for Chicago.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. He's got to be relentless.
Now here's Millsap. Here's Brand. Hits it from about 6 feet away. The Bulls leading by 3. Outside Butler. Jacks up a 3. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Butler's got himself going with the triple. His first basket of the game. Teague, the pass to Millsap. Williams. Back to Millsap. That's good. 1:33 left in the first. Rose in the post. Teague covering.
That's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to, I think, tone it down a little bit at the defensive end. This guy is such an acrobatic player, Kevin. The ability to adjust his shot in midair, to contort his body and still have the balance and the anticipation to make the shot. Pretty amazing.
You know, one of his other qualities, Steve, is how quickly he starts to break. I mean, he doesn't need numbers either. He can be a coast-to-coast, rack-to-rack guy all by himself.
And there before you is the list of the teams that led the NBA in steals per game during the regular year. The fourth spot held by the Hawks.
Kevin, time and time again, this team has proved during the regular season that they were a force to be reckoned with at the defensive end of the floor. Active, always in the stands, always applying pressure.
The Bulls making a switch here. Teague's checked in.
Well, you can count on him, can't you? He seems to knock down free throws consistently all game long.
Heinrich dishes to Teague. Back to Heinrich. For the 3. Gets it to go. Heinrich's got himself on the board with 3 there.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Let's see how long they can keep it going. This is quite a start.
Scott covered by Muhammad. Scott gets to Cunningham. Nailed from three-point land.
How about that for a response?
I mean, we'll say they can give the 3 as well as they can take the 3.
Heinrich off a pick from Muhammad. It's stolen. And here's the fast break. Carroll leading the way. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. He had a nice open look right there.
I don't know how they're going to keep this pace up. Both teams on fire here early.
And playing the game on rollerblades, too.
The Bulls leading by 3. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Heinrich passes to Gibson. Good, and Heinrich gets the assist.
And he will take the ball right into the teeth of the defense.
Atlanta's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send them to the free throw line. Don't give them an easy 2.
No easy buckets inside. Force free throws and work to keep them out of the lane next time around.
The Hawks have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And the Hawks making a change here. Both free throws good from Schroeder. Here's Heinrich. Right through the D for the layup. Heinrich's got 5 now. He kicks it to Stackhouse. There's the 3. That one goes. Counts.
Boy, beautiful assist. That's a couple of teammates clearly on the same page.
Got a piece of it. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game for the first quarter of play. Bulls lead by 2. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break.
The deciding game of round 1 in the East. Derrick Rose and the Chicago Bulls take on the Atlanta Hawks. Live this Tuesday night.
And we're back here at Game 5 with more action about to get underway. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
Yeah, their passing has been terrific, too. Clark, we're seeing a lot of assists, really moving, kind of flow offensively. I like what I see.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So for Chicago right now, we've got Nazr Mohammed. Heinrich is out there with Marcus Teague, and it's Murphy in a go-for spot. Here's Carroll to the middle. Mack dishes to Scott. That puts them in the lead.
Very clever passing. That was just beautifully done.
Chicago trailing here. Heinrich kicks to Teague. And a great assist by Heinrich as that one goes in. Atlanta's gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. Here's Schroeder. Team covering. It's stolen by Heinrich. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. Three-point play chance here. Paul Millsap's checked in for Atlanta. The Bulls have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. Passes it to Schroeder. Schroeder off a pick from Scott. Off the screen. Again, the Hawks score.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a nice look.
Poor job by the defender to not fight over or around that screen.
Heinrich off a pick from Mohammed. Heinrich passes to Teague. Snell. Back to Teague. He feeds it to Heinrich. Outside Murphy. Murphy's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
You know, what an advantage he brings to this offense, guys. I mean, being able to drain the 3 ball, that really can spread a defense and extend the defense as well.
And Mack gets to Millsap. Murphy on him. Shot from the low block. Rejected by Murphy. Teague up top, defended by Schroeder. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. That is good.
A little confusion defensively.
Yeah, you know what? He sent the D a little message with that 3.
Pass to Scott. The dish now to Stackhouse. Again, the Hawks score.
Textbook right there. Nice pass, great catch, beautiful finish. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And stolen by Scott. Fast break, the Hawks. Here's Schroeder. Good on the shot. Now just a 3-point Chicago lead. Terrible transition defense there.
I think it would have been pointless, Steve. There was no way anybody was beating him to the basket there.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Well, a lot of offense came from this group during the regular season. Look here at the league's highest scoring shooting guards. Third is Lewis Williams.
Well, night after night, we see this group punish opposing defenses. If you pick one way to deal with them, they'll just find another way to beat you.
Well, when you look at those numbers, you can tell that among the NBA's perimeter players, Steve, they're as explosive as it gets. It takes a lot of energy expended to defend any of them.
The kick outside to Butler. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got assist number 5 for tonight. Williams double team. Grand. And that one's good. Millsap's got 6.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
No, it's off the charts. It really is. And defensively, I mean, they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop.
Bulls shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. The Hawks trail by 7. Williams with the ball, and Rose picks him up defensively. Brand dishes to Williams. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
This is an easy little jump shot for him right there, guys.
The Bulls have gotten all of their first 6 shots to go in here in the second. What a quarter so far. Boozer with the screen for Rose. Back to Boozer. He dinks the rim with a 2.
That's some physical basketball out there. I'm glad I'm not in the middle of that. A hard pick and an assault on the butt.
Old school stuff there.
Yeah, there's a lot to like on that play.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. Kind of like what Derrick Rose has done in this game.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. And that one's good. Millsap.
Well, he's been a real positive factor for them today. Although, you know, as a team, they've had a lot of negatives mixed in there as well.
Chicago calls timeout. let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams were the best in the charity stripe in the regular season. The Hawks, number 1. The Bulls in second.
You know what, Kevin? Hours and hours of extra practice really do pay off. I mean, both teams committed themselves to success, and it paid off in the regular season. They hope to carry it over into the postseason as well.
The Bulls leading by 5. Rose with the ball. He's got 11. He passes to Butler. There's the feed to Boozer. Trying to get open is Butler. And there's Carlos Boozer on the assist by Butler. And that's now 6 points for Carlos Boozer. Teague against Rose. Goes up on the wing. Lou Williams again. Williams has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, after having a tough time in the first, he's managed to turn it around nicely this quarter.
Rose kicks to Butler. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
He's on a nice pace now from the three-point line. 1 in the first quarter and now 2 coming here in the second.
In low to Brown. It's tipped. Stolen by Boozer. Outside Rose. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. That will get in no time at all. And it's a 10-point Chicago lead.
I'll tell you what, he's made more than a few of those in his career.
On the wing, Williams. Butler with the block. But they get it back. The second chance effort in Atlanta again with the bucket. Now Rose. He's got 13. Rose off a bit from Boozer. Rose kicks to Boozer. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got his 8th assist in the game. And the first half is now in the books. Bulls out front. They're up by 10. And coming up after the break, it'll be Damon Bruce breaking down all the highlights from the first half of play.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
What unbelievable postseason action we've got going on so far. This is 2K Sports as we get deeper into round 1 of the playoffs. Chicago with the lead against Atlanta. Somebody's going to emerge from this game with a series lead, and they're doing all they can to swing it their way. For Derrick Rose, things are certainly going his way against Atlanta. How's that for a shooting percentage? 100. Yes, 100% from the court. Not too bad. And the Hawks are still in it and going all out. Defensively, very disruptive. They've been effective forcing turnovers. Nice steal so far. A good start for Elton Brand. He's got 4 points, and he's been able to provide some nice assists as well. Thanks so much for spending halftime with me. Now let's head on back out to Kevin and the gang.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And welcome back to the NBA playoffs as we get ready to continue with this round 1 matchup.
What a game for Rose. He's got 13 points and 8 dimes. This is something special. I mean, he hasn't missed a single shot.
It's hard to find words to describe it.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Jeff Teague and Lou Williams, the back. Paul Millsap out there with Elton Brand. And it's Horford at the foul.
Yeah, close, but I didn't think he got on balance quickly enough.
And it's hard to draw charges as quick as players are at this level. That's not an easy bit of work there.
And so it's Atlanta with it, trailing by 10. And Boozer with the block. Teague against Rose. There's the pass to Noah. And that one's good. Noah's got the first points to start out the third quarter for Chicago.
Boy, big man with very soft hands and a nice touch around the hoop.
Williams passes to Millsap. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. 10 points for Paul Millsap.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Rose dishes to Noah. Gets it to go.
The second he got around the stick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
The Bulls have gone 4 for 5 for the charity stripe in this one up to now. That free throw good from Noah. The Hawks trail by 13. about 1 minute played here in the second half. And Boozer with the block. Chicago's gotten all but one of the three-pointers to go down in this game. They've gone 7 of 8 so far. Here's Rose. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Rose has got 15.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Yeah, that's textbook basketball. Just having their way down low.
Shot from 6. That's good from Horford on the assist by Teague. Teague's got 3 assists tonight.
Sloppy defense there. You can't let him get the ball in his hands down there.
Well, when he does, that's an automatic bucket.
Rose kicks it to Noah, and he banks in the layup. Noah's got 7 points here in this quarter.
All the points these defenders are allowing inside is inexcusable. That's 5 baskets in a row, and they've all been practically lay-ins.
Yeah, they've got to harden and toughen up down there, guys.
Atlanta calls timeout.
Well, they're getting way too many easy shots in the paint. So this timeout is specifically for that reason. You got to tighten up the defense and start to make it harder for that offensive team.
I know it's easier said than done, but right now it just doesn't seem like the necessary effort is there.
During this break, let's take a look at some of the very best perimeter passers in basketball. These are the regular season assist leaders from the shooting guard position. You look at Butler, 3rd in assists and a great leader.
And what that group has a great understanding of is the importance of ball movement. They can really all create their own shot, but their superb setup, man, is well.
And this sort of awesome. Is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
But there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right. Those are phenomenal dunks to watch. So much fun.
The defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
The Bulls leading by 13. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. It's good this time, the assist from Rose.
You know, they're being very one-dimensional right now, going to the post every time. But if it works, you don't need another dimension.
Well, they're taking this defense to task, quite honestly. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
And Butler, here we go. It's the lead pass. And finished up.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And I love how he goes with that one-hand tomahawk slam. Beautiful. It makes it so easy for your teammate when you can lead him with a pass like that one.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Atlanta making some changes. Chicago leading by 15. 1:57 left in the third quarter of the game. T kicks to Dunleavy. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Teague's got 3 assists tonight.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
Teague, the pass to Cunningham. Here's Korver. The finger roll finish at the bucket. Korver's got his second bucket of the night. For Chicago, they've gone an unbelievable 8 of 8 shooting since halftime. Must have been some kind of pep talk in that locker room. And Heinrich gets it to go.
They've had the hotter hand in the first half so far, no question.
Yeah, it's because of all the high percentage shots they've been working for and getting.
Teague against Teague. Korver in it again with the bucket.
He's doing his best to carry him, fellas, but he can only do so much. Things would be different for them if he was getting a little more help.
Heinrich dished. Outside T. Kicks it to Korver. Here's the 3. Gets it to go. Korver's got 9.
Great interplay there between those two teammates.
There's 37 seconds left here in the third quarter. And here's Heinrich. 9 points in the game so far. Pocket 6. Pass to Dunleavy. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Teague for 3. Good, and Heinrich gets the assist. Heinrich's got 5 assists tonight.
Just putting on a passing display out there.
Well, just add another fantastic assist to the highlight reel for this guy.
Cunningham kicks to Teague. Korver. And again, it's Atlanta. Just 3 on the clock, and the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Got a little room at the rim and laid it in. Great play.
For Chicago, they have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. He got it up. Oh, he put it down! It'll count. What a shot!
I think that one was
At
good.
the buzzer!
What a terrific shot. Those Hail Mary buckets always take your breath away.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Bulls lead by 15. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. Welcome back as we get set to continue our coverage of this round 1 playoff matchup. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going. And you just want to keep it going.
And I also like the penetration. When they're getting into the paint, they're getting a lot of easy hoops from those strong drives.
Up front, Boozer and Noah. D. Rose and Jimmy Butler at the back. And it's Dang in at the 3 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Look at the turnover situation, guys. It's not been that bad. Just a handful, and when you take care of the ball like that, that can help you build a lead.
And the Hawks making a change here. Rand's checked in. Williams gets to Millsap. And he takes that one out. And powers it through.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, man, he's got so much power.
That's some serious agility coming out of the backcourt.
You know, that bucket might count for a little more than 2 points when you finish it with that kind of flourish.
Yeah, against a D that was... already reeling a little bit. That was like a body blow.
And so it's Atlanta with it. It's a 16-point game. Williams passes to Grant. And Carlos Boozer gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Yeah, close, but I didn't think he got on balance quickly enough.
And it's hard to draw charges as quick as players are at this level. That's not an easy bit of work there.
Horford with it. Boozer picks him up. It's Williams with the drive. And the basket good.
And you love the concentration. Gets hit, but stays with the play.
He showed a lot right there. Plenty of concentration, finding a way to get that shot to fall.
And that one falls for Williams. Chicago leading by 13. Now here's Rose. Boozer with the screen for Rose. Butler up top. Throws it down. If the official calls the foul, it may be a three-point. That one is on Grant.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Well, they already had him staggered, and now all of a sudden they're throwing some haymakers.
Jeff Teague, he's checked in for Atlanta.
Look at the free throw percentage. Unblemished since halftime point. That's pretty nice.
I'd go farther than that, Steve. How about perfect?
Atlanta calls timeout. Kind of like what Derrick Rose has done in this game.
They don't seem to have any answers for him. They need to review their game plan and look for a way to cool him off.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Here's Horford. And counts the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
You know, Kevin, he outweighed his man by quite a bit in that matchup, and he did the right thing by going straight to the rim. Don't mess around with it.
Into Noah. The rim-rattling two-hand.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce back.
The Hawks trail by 15. T dishes to Williams. And that comes off the assist by Jeff T. Teague's got his 7th assist in the game.
You know, size-wise, this is not a great one-on-one matchup for him, but he got that shot to go.
But you wouldn't know it by how he finished. That's a nice hoop there.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thanks, Kevin. Tom Thibodeau had some words for his team in that last huddle. He said to them, the lead we've got now is nice, but I want to make it even nicer. This is when we put the hammer down. It doesn't look like he's ready to back off just yet, guys.
Williams for 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Things are really tightening up now, guys. Their offense has become unstoppable.
Not sure where it was before, but better late than never.
That's good.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Rose against Teague. Feeds to Williams. Grant trying to free himself up. And it's Williams. That time the assist by Teague. Teague's got his 8th assist in the game. Rose kicks to Butler. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
Back to Horford. Chicago grabs the miss. They led by as many as 18 points. Rose attacking. And yes, sir, that one drops. And it's a 12-point Bulls lead.
He is feeling it. A terrific percentage from the field.
The Hawks have gotten 7 of their 8 shots to fall here in the 4th. A tremendous offensive outburst. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. Kirk Heinrich, he's checked in for Derrick Rose. And Atlanta has possession. Brad, good.
Oh, he's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting the ball to the rim.
In low to Boozer. Nice pass. Nice catch for a rebounding dunk.
Boy, he wanted everybody in the building to know who threw that one down.
Hanging on the rim is, I guess, what? Way to do it.
Well, it's the best way to do it, as long as you don't get teed up, I guess.
Williams kicks to Teague. And it's blocked. Dang against Horford. Dang passes to Heinrich. And the Bulls, another 3.
Everything's falling now, and this lead continues to increase.
Yeah, it's just way too hard to keep up with the scoring pace like this. I mean, and that's why the defense is having a tough time.
And the bucket counts. He's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
This is what this team is all about right here. They're forcing their way inside and having a lot of success. That's their identity. They're a pounded inside team, and that's what they're showing.
And that one falls for Heinrich. The Hawks trail by 18. Teague with the ball. Butler covering. Teague kicks to Williams. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. And that's 18 points for Lou Williams.
Look out, guys. I mean, I think there's a lot more where that came from. When he gets it going like this, it is not easy to slow him down.
Their prowess inside has been tremendous, guys. I mean, it's been no contest down on the low block.
And until they prove they can stop them, I mean, they ought to continue to pound it in low.
Grant, the lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Great unspoken communication between teammates leading to the nice assist and the easy score.
Noah with a screen on Teague. Heinrich kicks it to Noah. A timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
Well, this is going to seal the deal. They've really exploded here to the finish line.
You know, once they sniffed out that blood in the water, the killer instinct came right out.
No good from Brad.
The defense was ready for him that time, and they had to be. He is so powerful in the lane.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Mike Scott's checked in for Horford. Damari Carroll comes in for Elton Brand. Jerry Stackhouse is checked in for Paul Millsap. And it's Jared Cunningham in for Lou Williams. There's 37 seconds left in the 4th. A nice shot by Teague.
They got to feel pretty good about this win tonight, guys, defending their home floor.
Yeah, and just riding it out here now. I mean, they gave the fans what they wanted.
And it's good. We've got 28 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here is Heinrich. We've got 13 seconds left in the game. Just 5 on the clock. Another one falls for Chicago.
Well, that's a wrap, fellas. No way you come back in this one.
Not anymore. Any chance of that happening went out the window a while ago. Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Can't connect. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling each end of the floor.
Hey, what more can you ask?
Well, that'll do it for now. Thanks for watching our coverage of the first round of the NBA playoffs. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Dorsberg, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long. We leave you now with our Jordan Player of the Game.
Repeatedly called out his well, what a night for demanding an answer. What a night for he could hear her just fine. A game 5 dominated win. On his end, he remarked. Her story could wait. What he was dominating win was far more urgent. Win for game 5 belongs to his own grandchild into the furnace. Back with Alicia, she leapt toward the gripping her sword tightly, landing atop the structure. Big victory for the Chicago Bulls as they regain the lead here in Game 5, 3-2 in the series over the 7th seed. Atlanta Hawks. Derrick Rose got 24 points, 14 assists. Joakim Noah got 22, and Kurt Henry got 20 points. In the other hand, for
Alicia, equally surprised, asked if she had returned
the Atlanta Hawks, Lou Williams got 18 points, Paul Millsap 14, Elton Brand 12, Kyle Korver and Al for 11, and the rest of the Atlanta Hawks, as well as the Chicago Bulls and the rest of the Chicago Bulls right here. You see Derek Noah, Derrick Rose 24, Joakim Noah 22, Kurt Heinrich 20, 17 points for Jimmy Butler, and 10 points for Collins Boozer, and the rest of the Chicago Bulls, as now the Bulls regains the lead in the series 3-2 in an edge. Here's the bracket right here, what's going on here so far. As you see here, Game 6 will be tomorrow night here. That could be a fight for the advances to the second round on the line, with the 1 seed Houston Rockets trying on the verge to losing by the 8 seed Memphis Grizzlies, and the scary upset. We'll find out here tomorrow here in Phoenix Forum, and that's it. It's over. So now their team secure with the Washington Wizards advance to the second round. So now upcoming games tomorrow. Game number 6 here, back in the Phoenix Forum in Memphis. Well, Dwight Howard and James Harden, the number 1 seed Houston Rockets, trying to avoid a big upset by the 8 seed surprise Memphis Grizzlies, as the Grizzlies trying to advance to the second round, or will be the Rockets trying to force a Game 7 back here in Toyota Center. That could be a great. So we have a 1 game on Thursday, and we'll have 2 games of a doubleheader. Might be either Friday or Saturday. Game 6 between Lakers Spurs and Warriors Thunder. That will be a wrap up here in game number 6. So that'll do it for now. This is Andre Kenshin as the Chicago Bulls crushing and dominate, winning Game 5 over the 7th seed Atlanta Hawks, 114-96. This is Andre Kenshin. Say salam from United Center in Chicago. We'll see you tomorrow for Game 6 here in Phoenix Forum in Memphis, Tennessee, between the Houston Rockets and Memphis Grizzlies. And that's it. I'm out, and peace. Good night, and reminder, we will have a Game 6 here from Phoenix Forum in Memphis, Tennessee, as the number 1 seed Houston Rockets and the 8 seed Memphis Grizzlies. With the 8 seed Memphis Grizzlies are trying to upset who would lead the series 3-2 over the number 1 seed. We'll find out. We'll see you tomorrow. Will the Grizzlies try and upset, or will be the Rockets trying to force a Game 7? That's it. I'm done, and peace out. Good night, and thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.